Hey there, this is a quick rundown for beginners on Fortnite Save the World. I'm hoping to save y'all some trouble on the mistakes that I made, and hopefully y'all can avoid them. So here we go. So when you first start out, you'll get your hero, right? You get your hero, and it'll be a 1-star character, and then you level them up to 10, right? You do that with hero XP, and you get hero XP from certain missions that give you hero XP, right? And they will tell you in the mission description. Like, let's see, I go to Stonewood. This first mission, hero XP, copper ore, 2 times hero XP, right? So you'll get hero XP to level up your heroes. Once you hit a cap of level 10, it'll ask you, do you want to evolve to a 2-star, right? From the 2-star, from 1 to 2, you need pure drops of rain, and you get that from like kind of leveling up your power, not so much power, your level, and leveling up your collection book, which I'll get to in a second. But from 2-star to 3-star, you'll need a lot more lightning in the bottle, right? And you won't be able to go from 1 to 2 without completing chapter 1, and you won't be able to go from 2 to 3. Like, if you notice me, I have a giant thing that says you can't unlock it till I get to later on in the story, right? And here's another thing: once you get to 3 stars, right, or a 3-star rarity, you will have the ability to upgrade your character to a blue hero, so a rare hero, right? Um, and that in turn will go up later to purple, which is epic. I don't have one to show y'all right here. And then from purple, you go to orange, which is in some cases final, in other cases they're still a mythic, which I'll show y'all in a second. So let's go to our collection book, right? This is the biggest thing that you want to worry about, is because I kind of like didn't understand what was going on here. Make sure to level this up as fast as possible and as soon as possible, right? Because you get really good loot. Most of these heroes and stuff like weapons and whatnot, I've gotten in my collection book just by leveling up. Like at level 60, I get a treasure chest. At level 61, I get a llama, and all I have to do is just like once I get a hero, put it in here. And now this is why I'm saying don't level up your hero in your hero's thing right here just yet until you get like way later on in the game. Don't worry about it, right? Level them up to 10, especially if it's just one character that you like. Then after that, go to the next character. Don't do it to all your characters. Go to your collection book, put them in here. Once they're in your collection book, here's what I had no idea about: you go to your character, inspect them item in your collection, and evolve them there. That will increase their rarity, right? Will increase their thing to a 2-star, 3-star, whatever, and it will increase your collection book's level, right, to the next thing. So you won't have to do like I did, because I had this guy already at level 10, right? Or like some of these other characters. Like, okay, this is a good example. I had Blue Support Specialist Hawk, right, level 10. Now, if I inspect him, he's back at level 1 after I put him right into the collection book, rather. So I lost all that progress, and I had that on a bunch of characters. I lost a bunch of progress. I hope I stopped somebody from doing that. I lost progress on my guns. I lost progress on my traps and all that other. I super hope I that some of y'all didn't make the mistake that I did, because now I have to go in, not so much re-level, but I'm waiting for like characters like this, which I have her in my inventory right now for my heroes. Like she's my main character right now, and she's, let's see, she's a 2-star, level 20, right? Which I'm gonna try to upgrade her all the way. And here's the thing: with the characters that you put in your collection book, right? They'll take certain resources, but you can get them back as many times as you want. Once you put them in here, you recruit hero, and as long as you have 1,500 training manuals, you'll be able to recruit them again and use them as much as you want, right? The trick is, though, with the higher tiers, you have to put in more rarer stuff. Like for this guy, you need rare flux, which you don't get that often. I know I have 100, but that's just from leveling and getting some loot, right? there's some missions that will give you rare flux, but it's not abundant, right? So put them in your thing, pick a hero, and that's why I'm telling you I prefer like you get an orange one instead of all this stuff. Because with this rare flux, you could also use it to pull out weapons, traps, all that stuff. Now you'll get some heroes in your chests, llamas, whatever, right? You'll get them back. So it's not like, oh, I gotta spend rare flux constantly. No, you'll get them in like llama shops. Like for example, you see I already got purple there. I before I had like two orange ones right there in the upgrade llama. The loot llama's giving me stuff. I've had, I can buy him straight up with gold. So now for this is very important with the item shop. Buy up as much of this legendary and stuff and whatever type of other flocks, but mostly legendary as you can because they are the key to kind of like pulling out your heroes. Other than that, you want to buy your account resource Reaper, which will help you spec out your weapons later out in the game. And they'll show you that later. But my point is like, don't do like I did. Don't and not put your heroes in the collection book and then level them up before that and then put them in there because it's like it's a waste honestly because like if you really wanted to you could just like get the rare flux which you'll get plenty of gold by just playing the game, plenty of gold, and you'll pull out your hero. Like let me show you what I mean. um you'll get the gold, right? You see, look, every mission pretty much gives you gold, right? You play with your friends, solo, whatever. There's people with mics, they'll give you weapons. This game has a lot of nice people that'll just like drop weapons and junk for you that are really good, so you don't have to worry about like getting your schematics and whatnot. Then once you get your gold, you see I got 2,000. You go in here and you just buy up all your fluxes and whatnot, and then rinse and repeat until you get like all your stuff that you need to collect your get your collection book up. And after that, the collection book, like for example, will give you another llama, more respect stuff, all this other junk. Right? It looks like a giant number, but honestly, it's not. I've literally put in a couple of characters. I haven't even leveled up most of mine, you see, and I'm already at 60. Like I just kind of fiddled around with a couple of them and leveled them up just to joke around. Now the one thing that the collection book does give you that's really freaking cool is survivors, right? You see how I got a bunch of purples and whatnot. These survivors are your gear score, right? And you want to level up your survivors. Make sure you favorite, like go in here, favorite your survivors that you want to keep that so they don't show up in your collection book because some of these survivors, like you go to personnel and they'll go survivors, they'll be like, oh, you got like 12 and you see I got all these survivors, but no, I want to keep them, but it's telling me, oh, you got more people to put in. And also for these survivors, I don't worry wouldn't worry too much about like putting in the survivors right here because for the most part you want to level up, you want to keep your survivors that are super good to get a higher power level because the higher your power level, the better survivors you get. The better survivors you get, the more survivors you'll be able to put into your collection book in the future, right? So keep your survivors. Don't drop them into your collection book. Uh, Drop them if they're like I don't know, like or common or uncommon. But then later on, do rare and stuff like that, right? Um, Another thing you want to do like is let's see, just level them up in the collection book obviously, but go to your survivors or yeah survivors and then just like collect them, right? You see how I get training manuals and whatnot and survivor XP? That'll help me level up other survivors, which in turn will increase my power, right? There's my power 22, and which will in turn give me more access to other heroes and weapons and whatnot because I'm going to higher level areas. You're going to be level locked, and this is pretty much your gear score, right? Like I said before. Now, for heroes, I don't know if you noticed, but or if I went over it, but you need to level them up, right? And one way to get some good loot out of your heroes, especially if you're not going to use them, is to retire him, so you get training manual and hero XP. Now, the higher, I know it says like survivors give you some stuff too, but the higher your rarity, like that was a purple that I was showing y'all. The higher training manual and the higher your experience you'll get. Like for better stuff that you trade in, better stuff you get. Makes sense, right? So I hope this video helped y'all. I hope y'all didn't make the same mistake that I did. You know, make sure to level up your stuff inside the collection book if you're not going to use it, instead of just like letting it waste away, because it's a waste of time. So yeah, y'all have a good one.